Hello students, today we'll study another chapter from your class 12 syllabus. The name of the chapter is The Third Level and it is written by Jack Finney. This is the first chapter from your book Vistas. Now coming to this particular video, we will be studying about the author. We will be studying the detailed summary of the chapter, the detailed explanation and the theme of the chapter. Now it is a little difficult chapter, so listen to it until the end. Now coming to knowing about the author, Walter Braden Jack Finney. He was initially born as John Finney on October 2nd, 1911. So you can remember his birth date by Gandhi Jayanti. His name was John Finney, but after his father's death, he was named after his father, that is Walter Braden Jack Finney. And he died on November 14, 1995. You can remember the date of his death also because it is Children's Day, that is November 14. He was an American author. His best known works are science fiction and thrillers, including The Body Snatchers and Time and Again. Finney attended Knox College at Galesburg in Illinois and then worked in advertising in New York City. Now Galesburg is a place in the state called Illinois in US. Now he really liked that place and that is why he mentions this in this particular chapter. He loved that place and he's really written rave reviews about this particular place. He began writing short stories and many were published in such magazines as Collier's, The Saturday Evening, Post and McCall's. Now coming to the detailed summary, the story revolves around a 31-year-old man named Charlie who experienced something very weird. One day after work, coming from the subway is like the train station which is underground in the New York City, he reached the third level of the Grand Central Station. Now this Grand Central Station is the train station in New York City. This place doesn't actually exist. He reminisces the entire experience with his psychiatrist friend Sam. Charlie thought he experienced time travel and had reached somewhere in the 1890s, a time before the world saw two of the most deadliest wars, that is the First World War which took place somewhere in 1915 and the Second World War which took place from 1939 to 1945. So people had a lot of insecurity about the wars and they had a lot of fear. So this was a time, he reached the time of 1894. This was before the wars took place when life was a bit calm. As soon as he realized what time he was in, he immediately decided to buy 2 tickets to Galesburg, Illinois. One for himself and the other for his wife. Unfortunately, the currency used in that century was different. Obviously, he had the present day currency and the currency which was being circulated in 1894 was definitely different. So, he had to run away from the place because the ticket collector thought that he was giving him fake currency. Thus, the next day he withdrew all his savings of $300 which was there in his bank and got them converted into old currency notes. He only got less than $200, even if it meant bearing losses because obviously the old style currency was being sold at a premium. He went looking for the third level but failed to find it. It worried his wife and his psychiatrist friend Sam Weiner, who told him that he is hallucinating. He thought that he was actually watching a dream, because he wanted to take refuge from reality and miseries of the modern world, which is full of worry. Charlie thus resorts to his stamp collection in order to distract himself when suddenly one day he finds a letter from his friend Sam, who had gone missing recently. Sam wrote a letter to him that he always wanted to believe in the idea of the third level, and now that he is there himself, he encourages Charlie and Louisa to never stop looking for it. It was worth it. Now coming to the detailed explanation. Now what was the dilemma? Dilemma means the confusion. The presidents of the New York Central and the New York, the New Haven, Hartford Railroad swear that there are 2 levels at the Grand Central Station. So it says that the people who had actually financed the entire Grand Central Station, they swear, they are very sure that there are only 2 levels. They had made only the first floor. Levels actually stands for the floors. The first floor and the second floor at the Grand Central Station. There are only 2 floors at the Grand Central Station. But Charlie, the narrator, asserts that there are 3 levels. He has been on the 3rd level, so he believes that there are not 2 but 3 levels at the Grand Central Station. There are 3 floors there. Now, once he had been there, so he discussed with his psychiatrist friend Sam Weiner. Sam Weiner dismisses it as a waking dream wish fulfillment. He said that you were probably dreaming at that point of time and you wanted so badly to get it fulfilled that you thought it was almost real. So he believes that he was unhappy and sad because of the modern day insecurities. Now, hearing that her husband was in depression, his wife Louisa felt very sad. Then Sam reasons that the modern world was full of insecurity, fear, war, worry, and hence wanted to escape from it. Now, he also reasons that Charlie's habit of stamp collecting, now the name of the hobby is called philately, was a temporary refuge from reality. He said that you have this sort of a hobby because you don't want to accept your reality at all. Now Charlie reasons, he says this modern day world insecurity is for everybody else, not just for me. Everybody is insecure. Everybody wants to, if given a chance, wants to escape from reality and wants to go to a place where they can start their life afresh. He is no different from them. And he says that this habit of stamp collecting he had inherited from his grandfather. And his grandfather lived at the time when people were very secure, when there were no wars. He had a very happy and serene life. Did he want to believe that? Did he want to say that his grandfather was also under depression or something? And he also reasons that even the president of US who had this habit of stamp collecting. So this is a very fake idea. How can you say that just because he was into stamp collecting, how can he be under depression? Now he talks about the unforgettable experience, the day when he had actually seen the third level. Now Charlie was a normal 31-year-old man. He was an ordinary guy who was working in his office late at night, and he wanted to get uptown to his home to Louisa. Now actually New York is actually divided into two places. One is the downtown. Downtown is a place which is the heart of the city where the entire commercial activity takes place. The offices are there. There's a lot of commercial activity there. And the other is uptown. The downtown is very expensive. People stay generally in the uptown. It is a very calm and peaceful place, and they travel every day to work to downtown. And uptown basically is actually 1.5 hours drive from there. You can go by car, you can go by bus, you can also take a train. So people generally stay in uptown. So his house was in uptown, and he had to go to his wife because she was all alone. So he decided to take a train instead of going by bus, because then he thought that he would be reaching a little early. So he turned into Grand Central Station, which was a train station in New York, from his office at Vanderbilt Avenue. Now, since the station was underground, so he went down the stairs to the first level. He reached the first level where trains like the 20th century could be taken. The 20th century is the name of one of the trains. So people could take trains from like the 20th century from the first level. Then he walked down another flight of stairs to the second level where one could take suburban trains. Now, what is a suburb? Actually, just imagine that like Delhi is the heart of the city, and the suburbs are places like Gurgaon, Noida, Ghaziabad. So all these are suburbs. So since he was staying in the suburbs, that is uptown, so he had to take a train from he had to take a suburban train from the second level. Now he got confused because he lost his way. He believed the Grand Central Station was just like a growing tree with its roots pushing out new corridors and staircases. He had time and again lost his way at the New York Grand Central Station. On one occasion, he had reached the lobby of the Roosevelt Hotel. On a second occasion, he did not know. He had just taken away and he had reached 3 blocks away from his office. So on several occasions, he had lost his way and bumped into new doorways, stairways and corridors, just like a tree keeps on pushing out its roots. So he believed that there are roots, continuously new ways are being constructed at the Grand Central Station. So he lost his way, where to go, where to take the train from. That is when he reached the third level. Suddenly he saw a corridor. The corridor Charlie was in began inclining at an angle and sloping downwards. He kept on walking. He thought, chalo koi to rasta le rahe hai. Whichever way I take, at least it will reach somewhere. So let me get out of this place. He heard the empty sound of only his own footsteps. He suddenly realized he was the only one on that particular way. Then the tunnel turned sharp left. Suddenly he heard some noise, so he realized that probably he has reached the station from where he can take the train. There were a lot of people talking. He went down a flight of stairs and reached the third level at the Grand Central Station, which was surrounded by a lot of people. Now, how was the third level different than the second level? Initially, for a moment, he thought that he was back on the second level, but the room was smaller. The room from where one could take the ticket was smaller as compared to that on the second level. And there were fewer ticket windows and the train gates, and the information booth in the center was wood and old looking. That means the ancient style furniture was there in the on this place in the third level. And the man in the booth was also wearing a green eye shade, and the station was dim lit, for there were open flame gas lights. Now, open flame gas lights is this particular gas light, the lamp. Since there was no electricity at that point of time, so people used to light, illuminate their houses or illuminate places with the help of gas. Gas chala dete the, Petromax aate the na pehle. So they used to use that to lighten up the places. So they were generally known as gas lights. Charlie could see brass spittoons everywhere. Now, you know what is a brass spittoon? Basically, brass ke thukdan, where you can spit around. Okay, there were a lot of brass spittoons. You can see the picture over here as well. And then suddenly a glimpse of light caught his eye, and he saw a man pulling a gold watch from his vest. Now, this is a picture of a gold watch, and there was a man who was pulling out his gold watch. Now, this shows that at that point of time, wristwatch were not invented by that time, and people used to keep gold watches in their pocket. So, in order to take out time, he had to take out the watch from the pocket to check the time. And since it was gold, so probably the reflection of the sun must have reached his eyes, Charlie's eye, and he looked in that particular direction. Then he noticed the dress of that particular man. He was wearing an old-fashioned style black colored suit. It had 4 buttons on it, and with lapels. Now, what are lapels? You can see the things that I've marked here, the collars of the coat. Basically, 1, 2, 3 jo mark hai, that is a lapel. He had handlebar mustaches. Now I'll show you what are handlebar mustaches. This is scooter ka handle hota na. So these kind of mustaches that you can see, these are the which were present that person was keeping. Suddenly he noticed that everyone was dressed like those in the 19th century. Jaisa fashion 19th century mein hota tha, waisa everybody was dressed in that particular fashion. It was basically the time before the deadly wars. The time, because there was no insecurity at that point of time. So many beards, fancy mustaches all around, sideburns. People were having sideburns. Then a woman wore a leg of mutton sleeves. Now, you know what is leg of mutton sleeves? You can see the women, upar se, it's so puffed up sleeve, or niche se bilkul tight. So this is the kind of sleeve which looks like a leg of a mutton. And she was wearing high button shoes. High button shoes means wo jaise gumboots hote na, she was wearing that, and she was wearing skirt at the top. He even saw a very small Currier and Ives locomotive. Locomotive means an engine. He saw an engine out there. This had a funnel shaped shaft. Now the funnel shaped shaft is used for the coal to put in. Like basically, since electricity was not found at that point of time, so electric engines chalte hi nahi the. तो ये coal engines chalte the उस time पे. So this funnel shaped shaft was there at that point of time. So this made him wonder about which time he was in. So he was confused. Am I at a different time altogether? कहाँ पे पहुँच गया हूँ मैं? Then suddenly he noticed a person, a newspaper boy, who was selling newspapers. So to validate his suspicion, he went over to the newspaper boy, and he suddenly saw the newspaper that he was selling. The name of the newspaper was The World. Then it struck him that this newspaper was discontinued years ago. It was not under circulation at all. बहुत साल हो गए थे उसको circulate हुए हुए. And the main heading was that of President Cleveland, and it had been years since President Cleveland was dead. And suddenly he looked at the date which was there on the newspaper. The date read 11 June 1894. Now he was sure that he had somehow reached the 19th century, and he suddenly realized, now I'm in the 19th century and this is a train station. I can go anywhere from here from here. So he immediately went to the ticket window to get the tickets for Galesburg, Illinois for him and his wife. Now Galesburg is a place in a state called Illinois. He had done his schooling from this place, when he was a young child, and he loved that place at that point of time. So he wanted to go back to that place कि काश मैं उस time पे जा सकता, जो कितना शांति का time था. Now Galesburg, this is actually a picture of Galesburg, Illinois. So it was a wonderful town with a lot of greenery. You can see one tree's branches touching the other tree, and there was a lot of peace at that point of time. He was well aware that from here one could buy tickets that would take them anywhere in the United States. He describes how things were in 1894 before the two world wars took place. Evenings were twice as long as they are now, and men and women were used to live in peace and serenity. Then he imagined that how men used to smoke cigars in their gardens. People had time for each other. People used to talk to each other at that point of time. They used to come home early. Evenings were twice as long. Means ये नहीं कि सारा दिन, if they kept on working, people coming home at 8 at night or 10 at night. If you go to the metros, you will see that the kind of hubbub, the rush that people are in, nobody has time for each other to even to talk to. But there people used to enjoy and relax. They were not so money minded at that point of time. आराम से शांति से पार्क में बैठे हुए सिगार पी रहे हैं, and women waving palm leaf fans. Now this is a picture of a palm leaf fan. Since electricity was not there, so women used to use these palm leaf fans to give themselves air. And fireflies all around. Now you know what is fireflies? Jugnu. What is sundar insects होते हैं which emit a sort of electricity out of them. So it was a beautiful town with all such things. He badly wanted to go back to the such town. But as the clerk calculated the fare, he looked at Charlie's fancy hat band. Now Charlie was wearing at that point of time a tan gabardine suit and a fancy hat band. Now tan gabardine suit means, it is the yellowish wood ka color जो होता है ना, yellowish, or tan means brown. So he was wearing a yellowish brown color suit and a fancy hat band on his head. So he noticed that he was wearing a headband. So there were a lot of people who used to look like him. So Charlie wondered that at that point of time he did not want to escape from the reality at all. उसके दिमाग में बिल्कुल भी नहीं था ये ऐसे. So he reasoned how come he reached the third level. So Charlie just had enough for one-sided journey. He could take 2 tickets, but Galesburg, Illinois जा तो सकता था with his wife, but he could not come back. इतने पैसे नहीं थे उसके पास. Just as he took out the money, the clerk informed that this is not the acceptable legal currency, and by any chance, if he tried to be smart, he won't be able to get away with it. Now, obviously, the clerk was shocked because उस time पे ये वाली present currency थोड़ी चलती थी. 1894 में बिल्कुल अलग currency चलती थी. So suddenly, Charlie realized. He glanced, took a look at the cash drawer, and realized that the currency used back then was different and almost double the size. He ran out because he didn't want to go to jail, because he could have been punished for forgery. Now, अब उसको खून चढ़ गया था, उसको जाना था वहाँ पे वापस. So the day ended. Somehow he reached the present state. So day ended after somehow he came out of the present era. The next day he went to withdraw his entire savings of $300 from bank and got them converted into old money by paying some amount as premium. Now, अगर आपको आज की डेट में if you want old style currency, obviously people will charge a premium for that. वो बहुत expensive मिलते हैं. जैसे पहले 1 पैसा, 2 पैसा, 3 पैसा के कॉइन आते थे ना, आज की डेट में कहने को 1 पैसा का है वो, पर उसकी वैल्यू बहुत ज़्यादा होगी. So पुराने करेंसी नोट्स मिलना उस टाइम पे बहुत बड़ी बात होती थी. तो but there was a few coin dealers who could exchange your money for the old currency. So for $300 he got less than $200 for that money. Now this worried his psychiatrist friend, but he still went with it. Then he thought that अरे $200 में काफ़ी काम चल जाता है, because things were pretty cheaper at that point of time because of the inflation. Every year you must have realized because of the inflation things get so expensive. I remember when we were small, samosa was just 50 paisa. Now it has come to around 10 rupees samosa. So things were so cheaper at that point of time. Eggs costed just 13 cents a dozen. That means 1.08 cents for an egg. And you know what is a cent? जैसे हमारे rupees, 100 पैसा make a rupee. Similarly, 100 cents make a dollar. So 1 cent is peanuts, nothing. So that is why he thought that that time will be very cheaper, and $200 is a good amount of money for me to spend with my wife and start something new from at that point of time. वो उस जगह पे वापस 1894 में जाना चाहता था. I want to escape from this particular world which is really a mess in itself. But unfortunately, he never found the way to the third level corridor, again despite hard efforts. So बहुत बार जाता है Grand Central Station, but he could never find the way to the Grand Central Station again. Now his wife Louisa was also pretty worried when she got to know about it all. After a while, he thought that probably I must have seen a dream. He accepted the reality and he went back to finding distractions with the help of his staff. Somehow, one day he came to know that Sam, his psychiatrist friend, disappeared out of the blue. And in his heart of hearts, Charlie knew that Sam Pakka, he must have gone to the third level. और वो उसके थ्रू Galesburg, Illinois गया होगा, because Sam was a city boy and Charlie told him a lot of tales about the place Galesburg, how peaceful and serene the place was, and Sam always wished to go to that place. He wished कि काश मैं Galesburg, Illinois उस टाइम पे रह पाता. So Charlie in his heart of hearts knew that Sam पक्का Galesburg, Illinois ही गया होगा. So one night Charlie was going through his collection of first day covers. एक दिन I'll tell you what is a first day cover. Now when a stamp was released, so people, what they used to do was they used to take an envelope and put the stamp on that envelope, and they used to write their own address and mail it to themselves only. तो जैसे जिस दिन वो स्टैम्प रिलीज होती थी तो अपने आप को ही वो स्टैम्प भेज देते थे एनवेलप पे लगा के and और अपना एड्रेस लिख के, and they used to have a blank sheet of paper inside. कुछ लिखा तो होता नहीं था, अपने आप को ही लेटर लिख रहे हैं. But when that stamp, that envelope used to reach the post office in charge, whoever used to be there, the postmaster, they used to put two stamps on it. One was the first day issue, that means first day की स्टैम्प है, उस दिन इशू हुई वाली स्टैम्प है, और उस दिन की डेट, दोनों डेट्स लिखते थे, एक तो डेट का और एक फर्स्ट डे इशू. यू कैन सी दैट इन द पिक्चर इजीली, जिस पे साफ लिखा है फर्स्ट डे ऑफ इशू. सो दिस इज हाउ, सो इट वाज अ कलेक्टर्स आइटम. सो दैट वाज अ फर्स्ट डे कवर. सो चार्ली हैड लॉट्स एंड लॉट्स ऑफ फर्स्ट डे कवर्स विद हिम. सो उसके पास इतने सारे फर्स्ट डे कवर्स थे. सो पीपल नेवर यूज्ड टू ओपन दोज फर्स्ट डे कवर्स बिकॉज that was something, उसमें एक blank envelope ही तो होता था और अपने आप को ही लेटर लिखा है. They used to keep it as collection. So I'll tell you, first day cover is an envelope with a stamp on it that stamp collectors mail to themselves on the first day of its sale to mark the date for collection purpose. They are just blank inside and are not meant to be opened at all. Now suddenly Charlie saw an envelope. He found by surprise one of his grandfather's old first day cover. Someone had mailed it to his grandfather at his home in Galesburg, as he saw from the address on the envelope. And the postmark showed that it had been there since July 18, 1894. एक envelope दिखा, he saw it, and it was, Charlie had never seen that before, and it was addressed to his grandfather. Now since it was a first day cover, so his grandfather must have kept it. So the stamp had a picture of President Garfield on it. It was a 6-cent stamp, dull brown in color. Now his grandfather had put it in his stamp collection and Charlie had now discovered it. Charlie had never seen that before and decided to open it. It had a letter written to him. Now he was very surprised. Generally first day covers had blank sheet of paper, but this one had a letter written to him. Now this letter talked about how the writer wished his third level story was true until he actually started believing it to be true. He had found the third level and had been there for 2 weeks. He describes the place he was at the time. He asked Charlie and Louisa to never stop searching for the third level and come there. Now this is the exact letter which was written to him by Sam. लिखा था, Charlie, I got to wishing that you were right. I wished that you were right when you said that you had gone to the third level. Then I got to believing you were right. Then suddenly it struck me that you were speaking the truth, and I also started searching for the third level. And Charlie, it is true, I found the third level. I've been there for 2 weeks. And right now, down the street at the Daily, someone is playing the piano and they're all out in the front porch singing Seeing Nellie Home. He said that it's such a beautiful place. सामने मेरे one person is playing the piano और सब लोग enjoy करके एक गाना गा रहे हैं, Seeing Nellie Home. enjoying with them. So people had time for each other, community living there. And I am invited for lemonade. Now somebody must have invited him for lemonade because they knew that Sam was new in the place. He had come here just 2 weeks ago, so they wanted to know him better. So people, neighbors knew each other, and it was a community living type situation. So Sam had written to him, come on back, Charlie and Louisa, keep looking till you find the third level. It's worth it, believe me. So the letter had been signed off as Sam the psychiatrist friend. वैसे तो सैम उसको पूरा टाइम बोलता रहता है कि you must have seen a dream, because he's a psychiatrist. He doesn't want Charlie to believe that there is some place like a third level. But in his heart of hearts, even Sam wanted to escape from the place, and finally, thinking that probably Charlie must have actually gone to the third level, he must have gone to the Grand Central Station and reached the third level, और वहाँ से वो भी Galesburg, Illinois में चला गया. Now, Charlie found out at the coin store that he used to visit that Sam had bought old currency worth $800, which was to be utilized to start a hay feed and grain business, which was his dream. Now, तब उसे पता चला कि this person Sam had also, जैसे साली ने अपने $300 बाहर निकाल लिए थे, so this person also had taken out the $800 from the bank and converted into old style currency. And he had started off this hay feed and grain business. Hay feed and grain business मतलब चारे का business. He always wanted to, that was his dream to start off this business. He obviously could not go back to his old business, certainly not in Galesburg, Illinois at that point of time, because Sam was a psychiatrist, and people in those days never visited psychiatrists. If they had problems, they could discuss with somebody. They had so many friends. So people never suffered from any mental disease at that point of time. अभी आज के present date में people have to go to psychiatrist because we don't have any friends. That's why people are so much into depression. But at that point of time इतना ज़्यादा एक दूसरे को जानते थे, तो आपस में ही neighbors वगैरह, friends वगैरह सब problem solve करते थे. So Sam was staying there, and there was no way for Sam to contact Charlie. So he had personally written this letter to his grandfather. उसको पता था this is the only way to contact Charlie. या तो वो वापस जाए या उसके ग्रैंडफादर को लेटर लिखे, और सिंस ग्रैंडफादर मस्ट हैव केप्ट इट इन हिज कलेक्टर बॉक्स, तो वो लेटर चार्ली तक भी पहुंच गया. So since then, Charlie and his wife every weekend started looking for the third level because they knew they all wanted to escape from reality. And that is the end of the story. Now coming to the theme of the chapter. So the story, The Third Level, clearly explores the science fiction genre of time travel. Now there's a very famous movie by the name of Back to Future. If you get a chance, please go and watch the movie. It talks about time travel, how Michael J. Fox reaches the time, he prepares the machine and he reaches the time, एक past में चला जाता है. It's a very nice movie. So Jack Finney interweaves fantasy with reality in his projection of time travel. Charlie, the protagonist, wishes to be transported to the third level, the world of Galesburg, Illinois in 1894, which is supposed to be a much happier and a quieter place to be in. The story also dwells on the theme of escapism, how everybody wants to escape from the reality, as a psychological refuge from the grim realities of the present-day world, along with a desire to stay with the past, a desire that Charlie's wife Louisa does not contest. Even Charlie wanted to escape, Sam also wanted to escape, Louisa also wants to escape. That's why she also goes looking for the third level with Charlie after this. Sam has also happily escaped with no desire to return to his old profession. The story exposes the vulnerable side of a common man, surrounded by myriad problems we all humans face. Sometimes we experience a craving for peace and serenity and look for possible escapes. You just want to escape from the present world and reach a place where you just don't want to come back to this world all over again. So this story is about time intersection and illusion, a kind of long dream that we experience during our sleep. I hope you understood the particular chapter. If you have any particular problem, just you can mail me. If you like this video, just like, subscribe, comment. Thank you. Happy learning.